Hello, very good morning, class 10th students. Today we are here to discuss about the light. Before that, I am just rememberizing you that we completed chapter 1 of science of chemistry. Now we'll move toward physics section, chapter 1 light. Before starting the chapter, we have to know better, even better and better, that light is very important chapter for the student of class 10. In the class also, I told several times for passing out students of class 10 that in science, physics section, light plays important role for getting good marks. In chemistry, carbon and all is very important chapter like that. So while listening this chapter, you have to build up the complete logic. You have to just concentrate yourself on my lecture, that what we have to discuss in light, how we can understand this chapter very easily and all. Because like in the light, we have to study about the reflection and refraction. Afterward, the concept of reflection, the concept of refraction, etc. and etc. So if you will understand this very clearly, then definitely in the examination time, you need not to worry. In fact, I am assuring you that when I complete this chapter, you will say to me that now there is nothing to understand because each and every concept is in my mind. So please focus yourself and concentrate on my lecture for understanding this chapter light. Now I am going to start my class. So before starting, again it's my request to the students or viewers, those who are viewing me, that kindly subscribe this channel on which I am sharing continuously my YouTube link, because after subscribing this, you will get regular updates of the class. If you will miss the class due to bad network and all, then also you will get my lecture via YouTube link. Thank you. What is light? What is light? Light है क्या? I hope that if you attended my class in 8th or 7th also, or when I was in class 5 or 6, मुझे एक चीज़ बताई गई थी. I got a point relevant to the light by my teacher, class teacher, that प्रकाश ऊर्जा का एक रूप है जो खुद अदृश्य होता है लेकिन दूसरे वस्तुओं को दृश्यमान बना देता है. प्रकाश ऊर्जा का एक रूप है जो खुद अदृश्य होता है और दूसरे वस्तुओं को दृश्यमान बना देता है. बट एट दैट टाइम I got this lesson in Hindi. Now it's time to explain and elaborate each and everything is in English. So by God's grace, I am able to explain or convert each and everything what I learned in my childhood stage in Hindi. I will explain it into English. So light is nothing, a source of energy, a form of energy. Light is a form of energy which is invisible. Invisible means adrishya itself, but it makes thing visible. Again I am repeating, light is a form of energy which is invisible itself, but it makes things visible. प्रकाश ऊर्जा का एक रूप है जो खुद अदृश्य होता है किंतु दूसरे वस्तुओं को दृश्यमान बना देता है. So this one is the light. Light is a form of energy. Always you have to rememberize that light is a form of energy. यह ऊर्जा का एक रूप है. इस चीज़ को हमें सदैव याद रखना है. light is having a very unique characteristic. Light is having a very unique characteristic. Now you will ask it to me that what characteristic is unique with relevant to light? So for sound, if sound travels from one place to another, then it requires medium. But for light, there is no requirement of medium. This one is the second important point for all of you. First one, from which we can derive light, that light is a form of energy which is invisible itself, जो खुद अदृश्य होता है, and it makes things visible. This one is the first important point with relevant to light. And the second most important point for light, what you have to understand better, that light does not require any medium to travel from one place to another. So even for understanding better, you can ask it to me that with an example I will explain this, that how we can prove that light doesn't want any medium for its travel and all. So you can easily understand by this logic that from the universe, or we can see the light of the stars even after our atmospheric environment, vacuum has been created. निर्वात है, कुछ नहीं है, लेकिन फिर भी हमें प्रकाश, तारों का प्रकाश दिखाई देता है, सूर्य की किरणें हम तक पहुंचती हैं. It means a single line fact that light does not need any kind of medium for its travel. But in sound, what happens that if you will present, or if you will say something in vacuum, the sound will not move from the vacuum to atmosphere. So sound needs environment, or sound needs supporting help for the traveling itself from one place to another, but light does not require any medium for its travel. So this one is the another important point what you have to rememberize always. Third important point for light, that light always, just understand, light always travel in the single line. Light, like example, the movement of light will always in a straight line, but in sound it spreads. So always you have to rememberize that light will move in a straight line from one place to another, with or without the help of any medium. So these things are few important topics which is very important for us to understand the characteristic and the definition of light. So after getting information of light and its characteristic, like no medium requires, travel in a straight path, even the speed of light is too much. Now we'll study about the work done by light, or how we can define the movement of the light. If any movement takes place or any deviation takes place, then how we can define them, how we can classify them, and how we can understand them. So for that we have to study deeply two things. First one is reflection of light, and second one is refraction of light. Again I am reading or trying to explain that for the movement or path variation of the light, we have to classify the variation of its path on two major bases. First one, we have to understand them, that what is reflection of light, and second one, what is the meaning of refraction of light, in which we will study the complete logic, the complete concept and the complete basic information, that what will happen under reflection, what will happen under refraction, and how it works, what are the major concepts and all. So now we'll move toward third point. First one light, second one characteristic of light. Now we are going to start understand that what we mean by reflection. Reflection क्या है? How we can define them, how we can understand them properly, which concepts are behind the reflection of light. These are the important points what we have to study in the reflection of light. So before moving toward or in the deep section of reflection and refraction, we'll know about the meaning of reflection and meaning of refraction. Reflection. Just now I told it to you that light does not require any kind of medium. Light will travel in a straight path. But you also know that the path of light will change if any hurdle or any kind of medium or surface they will strike. So we have to know the concept. So for that, again one tricky thing, I am going to give it to you, that reflection takes place on mirror. Reflection takes place on mirror and refraction takes place on lens. Always the base you have to know, that on which base both works. So reflection takes place on the behalf of mirror and refraction takes place on the behalf of lens. So now I am going to explain you that what is reflection, or I am going to define that what do we mean by reflection. So reflection is nothing. You have to understand this very clearly, that if the light will fall on such kind of process, such kind of surface by which it cannot be passed, so it will go back again in the same medium, and this process is known as reflection of light. Again, if the light will come on a surface by which it cannot pass, it will move back to the same area or same path, say not same area, and this will be known as reflection of light. The process will be known as reflection of light. In Hindi, again I am telling it to you, जब प्रकाश की किरणें किसी वैसी सतह पर पड़ती हैं जिससे होकर वह आर पार न गुजर के वापस उसी माध्यम में लौट जाती हैं, उसे प्रकाश का परावर्तन कहते हैं, उसे प्रकाश का परावर्तन कहते हैं. In English again, when the light comes from a medium, strikes on a surface by which it cannot be passed, it will move back to the same surface and same medium, and that thing will be known as, the process will be known as reflection of light. So by example, again I am trying to explain you that we'll take the surface and we'll coat them the back side that thing will be known as mirror. That thing will be known as mirror. So if light comes, strikes on the surface, we'll put the mark arrow which indicates that light is coming to the surface, and because the surface is coated by its back side, so it cannot be passed, so again it will move to the same medium. Again it will move to the same medium, and this process, this movement or this deviation is known as reflection of light. प्रकाश का एक माध्यम से सतह पर आना, टकराना और वापस उसी माध्यम में लौट जाना, इसे हम प्रकाश का परावर्तन कहते हैं. That thing will be known as reflection of light. So this one is the definition of reflection of light. This one is the definition of reflection of light. Am I clear? Again, when you will listen my YouTube, the lecture on YouTube, again I am repeating, if the light will come from a medium, strikes on a surface which is coated itself on its back side, it cannot be passed through the surface, so it will bounce back to the same medium, and the process will be known as reflection of light. By picture you can easily understand that the light comes, strikes on the surface, moves back to the same medium. The complete process is known as reflection of light. Am I clear? Okay. Now point number 2, that okay sir, we understand better that what is the definition of reflection of light. Very good, but yes, someone can ask also that for science, the basic difference between science and arts, that science works on a logic and principle. So the question might be arised from your side that is there any logic or principle behind the reflection of light? Yes, there is a logic and principle behind the reflection of light. Why? Because with the help of that logic or principle, we can understand better and better that what is the concept of reflection of light. So that thing will come under the topic law of reflection of light. Law of reflection of light. What is the law of reflection of light? Now we'll start understanding. First one, for reflection of light, the first concept you have to memorize. Look at picture number 1. Look at picture number 1. First rule, angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. Angle of incidence, here I wrote, first law, the angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. That thing I am saying, that angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. Now just concentrate on picture number 1. This one is the surface, this one is the surface, this one is the source of coming light, strikes on the surface, moves back into the same medium. So arrow for coming out the light, arrow for going out the light. 2 arrows, I gave the explanation here. Now we'll draw a line perpendicular to the surface. Now what we'll do? We'll draw a line which is normal to the point of striking. So in other words, we can say that we have to draw a perpendicular line with respect to surface. So we'll draw the line perpendicular to the surface. Now the angle to the normal line and incident ray, that will be considered as angle I. That will be considered as angle I. And again listen, or yes, you will write it after like completion of my lecture. I will give you the snapshot of the board and pass you the link of YouTube after some time. So here you can see that if light comes strike on the surface, we have to draw a perpendicular line to the surface, and the angle between perpendicular line and incident ray, perpendicular line and incident ray, that will be known as, or that will be considered as angle I. That will be considered as angle I. And the angle between perpendicular line and reflected ray, perpendicular line and reflected ray, that will be considered as angle R. Angle R. So always you have to memorize for law of reflection point 1 that after drawing this picture, you will write angle I is equal to angle R. This one is the first law of reflection of light, that the angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. So always angle I is equal to angle R. Here I am repeating the same thing again and again, because sometimes students make mistake that after drawing might be possible they will write angle I or angle R. So always you have to keep it in your mind that angle I will be the angle between ray of incidence and perpendicular line, ray of incidence and perpendicular line, and angle R perpendicular line to ray of reflection, reflected ray. ये हिंदी फिर से समझो, बच्चों के द्वारा सामान्यतः यह गलती हो जाती है कि लॉ 1 के तहत एंगल I और एंगल R हम किसे कंसीडर करते हैं, सामान्यतः यह गलती होती है. और चूंकि वी हैव टू सॉल्व न्यूमेरिकल्स ऑल्सो after the completion of the chapter, we'll move toward the numerical section and all. So हमेशा हमें याद रखना है, always we have to keep it in our mind that how we can consider angle I and how we will consider angle R. It means angle of incident कौन है, एंगल ऑफ रिफ्लेक्शन कौन है. उसके लिए मैं बार बार बता रहा हूँ कि सरफेस की भूमिका सिर्फ परपेंडिकुलर लाइन लेने के लिए होती है, और एंगल I ऑलवेज इंसिडेंट रे और परपेंडिकुलर के बीच में होगा, और एंगल R ऑलवेज परपेंडिकुलर एंड रिफ्लेक्टेड रे के बीच में होगा. सो ऑलवेज आप याद रखिएगा कि व्हाट वी हैव टू डिनोमिनेट, हमें किसको एंगल I रिप्रेजेंट करना है और किसको एंगल R रिप्रेजेंट करना है. सो ये पहला मेजर पॉइंट है, what we have to memorize always again and again, that how we can describe or how we can put our symbols for angle I and angle R. So after putting this, according to law 1, angle I is always equal to angle R. This one is the first point of law of reflection, and the second point is nothing but it is in point 1, but we have to write them separately. So I am trying to write, or I am trying to explain it to you, that the incident ray, the normal line to the mirror, and reflected ray all lies on a same plane, all lies on a same plane. मतलब आपतित किरण का बिंदु, परावर्तित किरण का बिंदु, और जो हम परपेंडिकुलर लाइन ड्रॉ करते हैं वो तीनों एक जगह पर होता है, सेम प्लेन पर होता है. सो यू नीड नॉट टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस बाय अनदर पिक्चर, बिकॉज दिस वन वी विल कंसिडर्ड एज P. ऑल थ्री I, इंसिडेंट रे, नॉर्मल लाइन and reflected ray all lies on the same plane on the surface. So this one is the two important laws which will considered as law of reflection. So again, जो यहाँ आपको दिख रहा है, whatever is visible to you, again I am revising it. Light is nothing, a form of energy which is invisible itself, but it makes thing visible, first thing. Second one, characteristic of light, it does not require any kind of medium. the speed of light is very high. Light is in form of particle and all. Third one, the concept by which we can understand better that how the light works. So we can classify them into two segments, reflection of light and refraction of light. Reflection of light, it means what? If the light comes and strikes on any surface by which it cannot be passed, so it will bounce back to the same medium from where it is coming. So this process is known as reflection of light. Now, law of reflection. Law of reflection, point number 1, the ray of incident angle I is always equal to angle R, angle of reflection. Point 2, I, R and P, perpendicular line, normal line, always lies on the same plane. This one is known as law of reflection. Now, in reflection, we have to study the characteristic of reflection of light on three surfaces. On three surfaces. Whereas I described you on the plane surface like mirror. I described you on the plane surface like mirror. Now we have to know also the reflection of light on two other kind of mirrors. Now we have to understand the reflection of light on two other kind of mirrors. That will be known as concave mirror and convex mirror. That will be known as concave mirror and convex mirror. हिंदी में प्रकाश की किरणों का परावर्तन हमें अपने पाठ्यक्रम के अनुसार तीन प्रकार के परावर्तनीय सतह पर अध्ययन करने की आवश्यकता है. फर्स्ट वन, समतल सतह, दैट विल बी कंसिडर्ड एज प्लेन मिरर. सेकेंड वन, कॉनकेव मिरर. थर्ड वन, कॉन्वेक्स मिरर. हिंदी में समतल दर्पण, उत्तल दर्पण, अवतल दर्पण, इन तीनों सतहों पर हमें प्रकाश के परावर्तन की कंप्लीट जानकारी, संपूर्ण जानकारी प्राप्त करनी है. सो देयर आर थ्री काइंड ऑफ सरफेसेस on which we have to study. Plain one, I show it to you, and the two other one is, so in this we have to study that what happens if light strikes on such kind of surface, and afterward we have to study about what happens if light strikes on such kind of surface. So after studying a lot or on all these three, first one plane and second one this one, third one this one, we can understand better that how the reflection of light takes place for us, or what is the module of working of reflection of light. In हिंदी याद रखना, एक बहुत ही अच्छी मैं जानकारी दे रहा हूँ, काफ़ी कुछ. दिस वन इज अ ट्रिक, might be possible. अगर आप if you will see it on the diagram in your textbook and all, the formation of image in concave mirror is having the same concept of convex lens और convex mirror concave lens. तो काफ़ी कुछ क्लियर होगा. फ़र्क सिर्फ इतना होता है, the basic difference, that in mirror what will happen, that each and everything will happen into the same medium, and lens, due to the deviation of light, the formation takes place in the another half of the another part of the lens or another side of the lens. So अभी हम लोग रिफ्रैक्शन पे नहीं जाएंगे. नाउ करेंटली वी आर नॉट मूविंग टुवर्ड द रिफ्रैक्शन बिकॉज वी हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड बेटर एंड बेटर द रिफ्लेक्शन. सो अप टू according to today's class, I described the light and its characteristic and the law of reflection of light, how angle I is equal to angle R, how we can show that I, R and P lies on the same plane by picture 2. By next class, we will study about the reflection takes place in concave and convex mirror continuously, and after each and every concept we'll move toward the refraction of light and we'll complete the task. Thank you. Have a great day.